Good morning, students. I hope you are all safe with the grace of God. And this is your GCR code, Google Classroom code. Please join and send your assignments. Okay, this is your code 54AXMUC. And this is your previous assignment answers. I hope you are all finished this. Let's begin our class. Let's recall our previous class. If a and b are two integers, then each of a plus b, a minus b, and a into b is also an integer, right? However, it is not necessary that a divisible by b or b divisible by a is also an integer. Consider two integers, 8 and 5. If we add 8 plus 5, the answer will be 13. As an integer, 13 is an integer, right? And if we subtract 8 minus 5 or 5 minus 8, the answer will be 3 and minus 3. This is also an integer. If we multiply 8 into 5 or 5 into 8, the answer will be 40. 40 is also an integer. And if we subtract 4 divided by 2, the answer will be 2. This is an integer. But if we divide 8 divided by 5, the answer will be 8 divided by 5 is not an integer, right? If it comes like this is not an integer. If we divide 5 divided by 8, this is also not an integer. Here we can say that 5 divided by 8 and 8 divided by 5 are fractions and are said to form the system of rational numbers. Yes, today we are going to learn about rational numbers. Let's learn rational number definition. If p is an integer, q is an integer, and q is not equal to 0, then the number of the form p divided by q is called a rational number. In the form p divided by q, if any number that's in the form of p divided by q is called rational number. For example, 3 divided by 7 is a rational number, as 3 and 7 are both are integers, right? And 7 is not equal to 0. In the definition, it clearly says that q is not equal to 0. And in the q place, the answer should not be in 0. It should have some integers, okay? And the another one, minus 15 divided by 19 is a rational number, as 15 and 19, minus 15 and 19 is an integer, and 19 is not equal to 0, right? And the same way, each of the following numbers is rational numbers. 3 divided by 4, minus 4 divided by 7, minus 12 divided by minus 5, 8 divided by minus 9. Here you can see that 4 rules are there. Plus divisible by plus, minus divisible by plus, minus divisible by minus, plus divisible by minus. In this way, the rules are applying, right? These are called rational numbers. If it has different signs or same signs, but in the denominator the value is not equal to 0, so it is called rational numbers. And every integer is a rational number, but the converse is not true. For example, 5 divided by 1. If they give some question like 5 is called rational number or not, it is rational number or not. And every integer which has single value, the denominator will be 1. We should assume that always the denominator carrying 1. Okay, 5 divisible by 5 divisible by 1 is a rational number, as 5 and 1 are integers, right? And 1 is not equal to 0, so it is called rational number. Minus 8, if they give minus 8, and the denominator, that value should always be 1. Okay, is a rational number, as minus 8 and 1 are integers, and 1 is not equal to 0. And the third subdivision, 3 divided by 5 is a rational number, as 3 and 5 are integers, but 5 is not equal to 0. So 3 divided by 5 is not an integer. 3 divided by 5 is not an integer, right? Every natural number is an integer, and so a rational number. Every natural number is an integer, and so a rational number, right? Every whole number is also an integer, and so a rational number. And fourth subdivision, 0. If they ask 0, in denominator the value always be 1. 0 is a rational number. Here your follow-up work. And number 2, every fraction is a natural number, but the converse is not true, right? And the rational number, number 3, the rational number in the form of a fraction p divided by q. Always the rational number will be in the form of p divided by q, okay? But q is not equal to 0. P is called the numerator and q is called denominator. As I said, numerator, denominator, that's one. For example, in 7 divided by 11, numerator is 7 and denominator is 11. Okay, and this is numerator and this is denominator. And 13, if they give only 13, already I say that in the denominator always it carries 1. So 13 divided by 1, numerator is 13 and denominator is 1. Here your follow-up work. Fourth one, positive rational number. A rational number is said to be positive if its numerator and denominator both are either positive or negative. For example, 23 divided by 25, 5 divided by 7, 13 divided by 12. It goes like this. Both are positive, okay? And negative rational number, fifth one. A rational number is said to be negative if its numerator and denominator are both with opposite sign, that is, if numerator is positive, denominator is negative, and if numerator is negative, denominator is positive. For example, in this you can easily see that and the numerator it is negative and denominator is positive. Here it easily says that if numerator is positive and denominator is negative, and if numerator is negative, denominator is positive, it is called negative rational number. If any one numerator or either denominator, it carries any negative symbol, it is called negative rational number. For example, minus 5 divided by 7, 8 divided by minus 11, 15 divided by minus 13, minus 23 divided by 25. These are all negative rational numbers. Okay. Here your follow-up work. Sixth one. Every positive integer, that is every natural number, is a positive rational number. For example, for natural number 5 is equal to 5 divided by 1. Already I say that if there is anything nothing in denominator, we can assume that 1 is there as a positive rational number. And second subdivision, every negative integer is a negative rational number. For example, for natural number minus 5 is equal to minus 5 divided by 1 as a negative rational number, right? 0 is a rational number, but it is neither positive nor negative. Here your follow-up work. Next, we are going to learn about representation of rational numbers on number line. In earlier classes, we have learnt about integer on a number line, right? Like the same. First, we should draw a number line, right? And a number line, 0 is the center point, and on the right side it will increase, and on the left side it will decrease, right? Here the same. We are going to draw a number line, and we are going to point out 1, 2, 3 like that. But in an integer on a number line, the point will be only in positive or negative. It doesn't in rational number, right? It's easy to point the accurate place. But in rational number, we are going to learn in 0 to 1. There are many points in between. If we zoom a thing, it will show many things, right? If we for example, in a scale 0 to 1, there are 9 dots, 9 lines, right? 0 to 1, like that. Here we are going to learn about rational number on a number line. And we are saying in between 0 to 1, how many units are there? For example, 0 to 1, we are pointing 3 units, right? So this is 3 units. In graph, you are going to learn about graph, no? You should mention how many units are using, how many units you are using. Scale, right? The representation for that is scale, like that. And let's see another example. If we you should represent minus 5 divided by 8 on a number line. This is in a negative form, right? And negative, in which place it lies? 0 to, here we are drawing a number line, and we are pointing 0 on the right side, plus 1, and on the left side minus 1. 0 to 1, how many lines how many units are there? Here the question is minus 5 by 8. Here we are pointing minus 1 by 8 minus. If we for example, what will be the 1 unit for 8? If we divide 8 by 8 minus 8 by 8, you should go from starting to ending like that. For example, minus 1 by 8, minus 2 by 8, minus 3 by 8, minus 4 by 8, minus 5 by 8, minus 6 by 8, minus 7 by 8, minus 8 by 8. Minus 8 by 8 value is 1, right? That is the ending point for the correct representation. Till the number gets 1, that will be the unit. And the first sum also, you can easily remember that 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 value is 1, right? So to 0 to 1, we are using 3 units. If it's minus 5 by 8, you just go on like that. 0 divided by 8 is 0, right? And minus 1 by 8, minus 2 by 8, minus 3 by 8, minus 4 by 8, minus 5 by 8, minus 6 by 8, minus 7 by 8, and minus 8 by 8 value is minus 1. If it goes to minus 2 means, and you are going to do minus 11 by 8, minus 12 by 8, minus 13 by 8, and it, in minus 2, the point will be minus 16 by 8. If we divide minus 16 by 8, the answer will be 2, right? Like that. It's very, very simple. And as a scale, we are pointing 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 till 1, right? Here these same. Here we are pointing, the question asked like that, minus 5 by 8. The question is like that, minus 5 by 8. Where will it lies between 0 to minus 1? The correct point for in this line is 0. You are pointing 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, and minus 5 by 8. Here we are pointing the value as A. We are representing A. Answer A. Here A represents minus 5 by 8. And another question, minus 7 by 4. So it is in negative form, right? So we are going like that, 0, minus 1 by 4, 2 by 4. The value, where we are getting the value minus 7 by 4, we should go till that. So you should always remember the denominator. Okay, denominator is the key for you. If we you should go on the denominator wise, 1 by 2, 2 by 2. If the denominator is 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 2. 0 to 1, it lies one unit only. 0 by 2 is 0, 1 by 2, and 2 by 2 value is 1. 0, 1, 2, it goes like that. Here the value is minus 7 by 4, right? 0, minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4, and minus 7 by 4. In that point, we are naming that as A. Here you can see that in which place minus 1 lies. Minus 4 divided by 4 is 1, right? So here 0 to 1, there are 3 units. 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 1. Minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4, minus 7 by 4, minus 2. And it goes like that. Here A represents minus 7 by 4. I hope you are understanding. Okay? And 7 by 8, it is in positive. So it goes like, it lies in right side. Okay, draw a number line and point minus 1, 0, 1. And we are going to do this 1 by 8. 8 denominator is the key point. Okay, till the numerator gets 8, that will be the units. 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, and 8 by 8 divisible. If we divide 8 by 8, the answer will be 1, right? Here we are getting how many units? 7 units. 0 to 1, it has 7 units. Okay, where 7 by 8 lies? In between 0 to 1. Here we are pointing, we are naming 7 by 8 as A. Here we are represent A as 7 by 8. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. It's an example for you. Represent rational numbers 2 by 4, 4 by 4, 6 by 4 and 7 by 4 on the same number line. Here you are going to represent these numbers in a number line. Okay, first draw a number line 0, 1, 2 and point the values. Here the denominator value is 4, right? So we are going like that, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, like that. 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4. So this is represent as A. Here we are getting first value 2 by 4 in this place, so we are representing this as A. And 4 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 is the value for 1. If we divide 4 divided by 4, the value is 1, right? This is the value. This is the point, okay? 4 by 4. We are naming this as B. And 5 by 4, 6 by 4. And third value, we are naming that as C, 6 by 4. Here C. And 7 by 4. We are naming this as D, point D. Okay, these numbers are lies on the same number line. Okay, on the number line we are considering, on the number line 0 to 1, how many units? 4 units, right? A represents 1, B represents 2. On the number line we are getting 4 values, right? This is A, and this is the B, and this is C, and this is D. Here we are getting 4 numbers on a same line. So we are representing 0 to A, 0 to A to B, B to C, and C to D. Okay, here you are, since denominator of each given rational number is 4, mark the middle point as each of OA, AB, BC, like this, in the same number line. Here your follow-up work. Thank you.